Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marissa. If you are new here, your favorite problematic housewife. And today I got a good video for you guys. We're going to be talking about all the happenings on Twitter this week. Last night I was scrolling through Twitter and I was seeing this drama and this shade and that shade, all this tea, and I was like, I want to talk about this, but do I really want to make a whole video about it? And then I got the idea that I'm just going to make a video talking about all the stuff that's going on Twitter this week. If you guys like this, once a week we can have like a cheeky little gossip session talking about all the stuff going on Twitter. I'm not always up to date on what's going on Twitter. Sometimes I miss things, and I know some of you aren't even on Twitter or you don't see everything, so I feel like having it all in one video to see all the gossip and shade that's being thrown was a good idea. I have other videos planned, but with everything going on the last few weeks, I've been having a really rough time. I just wanted to do something, you know, light and fun. I am planning on doing a video about Repzilla and Pastel Belle, so make sure you stay tuned for that. I don't like some of the things I've been seeing, and I want to open up a conversation about their coverage of Eugenia Cooney. I also have my mommy vlogger video coming out, but I just wanted to put that stuff to the side for today and just do something fun, you know what I mean? So if you want to see all the Twitter happenings that have been going on this week, stay tuned. So guys, really quick before we get into all the fun stuff going on Twitter, I just want to say that there has been a lot of stuff going on these last couple of weeks, and my eyes have been definitely opened for many reasons. But I just want to say real quick that while there were so many hurtful things said, you know, and done, I acknowledge that I have also said hurtful things, and I have been less than nice to people in the comments. But I do say I have never been nasty to anybody in DMs. I will stand by that, and that's the truth. But I have been, you know, mean to people, said some offensive things to people in the comments, and I do need to fix that. Everybody has their own definition of what they find nasty or offensive. What I find upsetting might not be the same as what somebody else finds upsetting, and vice versa, you know what I mean? So I'm definitely learning. All I can do is try to do better, and I definitely need to work on how I respond to people in the comments, even if they're being what I perceive as nasty to me, you know what I mean? And while a lot of the things that were said were very hurtful, I will say my eyes have definitely been opened, and I am learning that I do need to do things differently, and I can only do that moving forward, you know what I mean? So I don't want to go back and forth. I don't want to like make this big defense for myself. I just kind of want to tell my subscribers that I acknowledge that people have been hurt by some of the things I said, and I know that I was hurt by some of the things said. So I acknowledge that, and I do apologize to anybody who felt I was being nasty to them. But I will forever stand by that I have never been nasty to anybody in DMs, and I think it's very worrisome that something is going on behind the scenes of, you know, maybe fake screenshot. I'm not really sure, but I have every faith that the truth will come out. It always does, you know what I mean? But from now on, like as of now, I just want to move on, try to do better, not call people names in my comments, not go into other people's comments, and you know, even though I feel like I'm not attacking anybody, that doesn't mean the person doesn't feel attacked. So I have to acknowledge that, and I just got to do better. So thank you guys for all your support. I really appreciate it. I have the best subscribers, I really do. Yeah, so I just want to move on and let's have fun talking about all the shade and tea being thrown on Twitter. There's been so much going on Twitter, it's crazy. So I figured I would put it all together in a video for you guys, have a little gossip, and I'd show you all the shade that's being thrown all over Twitter. So the first thing we're gonna get into is Nicholas Deorio. Now you guys know he like does drama, and I've agreed with a lot of the stuff he said before, but I'm gonna show you some screenshots as I'm talking, and I have them here on my phone. So it appears that Nicholas Deorio is very upset with a creator called An Honest Conversation. Now I actually watch her channel. I enjoy her videos. She's a smaller creator, and while I was scrolling through, I noticed it was like post after post after post about her. So I'm like, what is going on? Like, why is he shading this girl so hardcore? And I realized that he seems very upset with her coverage on Gabby Hanna. Now, you guys know that he has been very vocal about his support for Gabby Hanna. He doesn't think that Jessie Smiles is like a genuine, honest person. He's kind of thrown shade at her here and there, which I'm going to get into that too, because according to some of these tweets, Jessie Smiles did something questionable that people are wanting to throw under the rug. So I'm going to get through this quick because I have like a whole bunch of stuff to talk about, and I don't want this video to be an hour. So if you can see these posts, please, for the love of God, don't quit Uber Eats to go full-time on YouTube. I'm giving you serious advice. Laugh my fucking ass off. Hashtag Tea Audit. And then it's a video of her on her YouTube channel. I was just like, oh my gosh, the shade is real. Holy fucking imagine having the nerve to say this brutal fucking take and calling your channel An Honest Conversation. Now, I think one of the problems was on one of her videos about the Gabby Hanna Jessie Smiles situation, she kind of insinuated that Gabby Hanna wanted to be R-word and that she just wanted the sympathy that Jessie's getting from it, and she actually got quite a big bit of backlash for that, and she actually responded to it on her channel, and you know, she was saying that's not what she meant. She could see how people take it the wrong way. Well, Nicholas, he was not having it. Like, he does not like this chick. And then, so like all the little, he'll have like little clips of her. If I can play the clip, I will. But you can go look at this stuff. It's still up on his Twitter. Just laugh my ass off. Her argument is now that Gabby wishes she got the sympathy Jessie gets for her situation. Smooth save. I mean, 94 people liked that tweet. People are agreeing with him. Then An Honest Conversation did a post saying, it amazes me how some people still have a platform. I've been looking into a lot of these people ever since my live last night, and I have a question. Is this kid 12? Like, is he an adult? So apparently somebody made a post called Smaggle. I don't know who that is, but it's about Chris Chan and his mom, which is a very strange post. But Augie RFC said, incest question mark, what's the big deal? Now obviously that was like being sarcastic, but apparently he thinks, Nicholas thinks that she was posting it as if he agreed with the situation, which when I saw it, like, obviously I don't think he agrees with it, so I don't know what she was thinking for that tweet. But then get a load of this. They're making I watched this so you don't have to videos that are longer than the original. Now An Honest Conversation did that on the Gabby Hanna video, and I do think that's kind of funny that I watched this so you don't have to, and then the video is longer than the original video. That is kind of interesting, I must say. But I mean, the shade was just thrown around. I mean, it was just tweet after tweet after tweet, and it was getting a lot of likes. So people must be not liking this chick right now. And it's just like he will post something she posts and just say, laugh my ass off. I mean, he is on the attack. Now, I do think, in my opinion, it was a little bit excessive, especially because he has a bigger channel than her. So, obviously, there's going to be more people on the attack, you know what I mean, when he's calling her out and doing all these tweets on her. I don't think it was necessary to do, I took screenshots of, like, what, 5 or 6 tweets, and there could have been more, and I just think that was a little too much. She is a smaller creator, not saying that she can't be called out if she does something wrong, but like I said, he has a bigger fan base, so it's going to be more people going at her, and then she has, you know what I mean, to defend her almost. Do you know what I mean? So I thought that was really interesting because I subscribed to her channel and like I never considered her problematic or whatever, but I do see where he's coming from with the Gabby Hanna situation because a lot of the things he has said about Gabby Hanna I do agree with. So then I was scrolling through and I saw he made a post that says, imagine how T channels would treat Jessie Smiles, 20, taking a fan, 17, to prom if they didn't like her. I feel like she was held to a completely different standard than others. I'm just confused why outrage seems so selective when it comes to situations like this. I thought that was really interesting because I had no idea that she took a teenager to like prom. That's kind of strange, especially a fan, and I don't understand why that would be being swept under the rug. You need to keep the same energy. Like if Gabby Hanna did that, the outrage would be unreal. So I do agree with that. Then he like posts a picture of her with the person at prom. So that is a little strange. I mean, I get 20 and 17 is not that big of an age gap, but still, like, that's just not appropriate in my opinion. Next up, I'm going to be talking about Karma T and Crazy Bish. Now, I know probably like half of my subscribers probably know who both those creators are, but some of my newer ones or some ones who don't know, Karma T, I consider her a friend. She's like in another little drama community. She has a YouTube channel. Crazy Bish is also a YouTuber, and his whole channel is pretty much compiled of just going after Nick and Dustin. So, Karma T and Drema Queen, who is another channel. I'll link all these people's channels down below. Well, not Crazy Bish. I'm not linking him down below, and you'll see why. Anyways, so Karma T, Drema Queen, and Crazy Bish kind of came together and would call out the bad behaviors of, you know, the bigger drama channels. And they kind of related to each other on that and ended up becoming friends. They ended up like having a podcast together, and it was very vocal about how good of friends they were and all that. Well, apparently Crazy Bish was not happy and he lost his mind, and get this, over Katie Joy of all people. Of all people, he went crazy over Katie Joy. Now wait till I show you some of these tweets that he decided to put up because of his own friends not agreeing with him about Katie Joy. He's like he was apparently some secret ride or die stan for Katie Joy. I don't even know if I had my light on this whole time. Sorry if the lighting was bad for the first part of the video. So I can't imagine turning on my friends like over standing someone, let alone Katie Joy. Like, Katie Joy doesn't give a crap about you. You guys are gonna die when you see what this guy did on Twitter. Okay, so because they were having a disagreement over Katie Joy, he decided to lose his mind. There's a lot of screenshots here. I'm gonna try to just put up like some of the really bad ones. Okay, so these are some messages that he sent to Drema Queen, okay, over this stupid spat over Katie Joy. You are the fattest two-faced piece of shit in this world. You literally could be kicked out by mommy tomorrow for being too loud. You would be homeless and fat. Come on, pussy. Say something. Where are you at? Exactly, you bitch. Hide like the bitch you are. Your mom even hates you. That's why she yells at your dumb, loud, cockeyed ass. You literally are nothing. You look like you don't wash your ass. Like, oh my, this is your friend you're talking to. Like, this is pretty bad. I mean, just going on and on, like. I forgot to mention in this video that Crazy Bish claims to be an ally and advocate for people of color, yet this is how he was talking to Drema Queen, who is black. He was being extremely racist. Like, DM after DM after DM, and it's non-stop. So then he decides to go to Twitter, okay? And what he said was absolutely horrific about a mother. Let me pull it up and show you guys. Imagine your husband sleeping on a floor, separate mattress on the floor. Yikes. Imagine being 28 and living with mommy and having to beg for money for a haircut. I would be hateful and a bully too. if I had to live like that. Imagine having a mole on your eye. Disgusting. Imagine being so disgusting that you can't even keep a man. I've been in a relationship for almost 5 years. Where's your man to buy you nice things, Miss Thing? This is crazy. Imagine having a crooked eye. Honey, sit down. Imagine fighting your own uncle and mom, calling you. Imagine your own family calling CPS on your deadbeat ass. I mean, it's just so bad. He literally says that she's molesting her children, sleeping with her kids, she's a pedo. Like, I mean, it's just insane. These people are supposed to be really good friends, and you're just gonna turn on him because of Katie Joy. It's disgusting. How you could call a mother just horrible things like that and say she's touching her own kid. And then he decides to proceed to apologize and delete his Twitter and say he has anger problems. Okay, I'm sorry. Many people in the world have anger problems, and like, they don't call people just mothers pedophiles and stuff. I mean, I was just like in shock when I saw how crazy this guy was acting. Next thing that we're gonna get into is Xylie Gets Real and JJ had a spat on Twitter, and it was getting a little crazy, I'm not gonna lie. So JJ was behind the scenes in Discord talking about people getting doxxed, EKC giving doxxed information to Xylie, accusing her of this. She accused EKC People Suck of giving Xylie information on Charlotte to dox her. And she wrote this long paragraph on Discord. I'm going to read it to you guys right now. About it. Okay, and then it was put in a video. Also, if you read the whole thing, it also says that Real Entertainment News doxed AZ, which I thought was very interesting. I had never heard that before. Let me know if you guys have. Listen, listen, listen. We can't let these people separate us and break up our friendships. I didn't even know that Char and AZ were doxed. I won't watch him, so I had no clue. However, if I were doxed, I would want to know. We can see that Aaron tried to get Xylie to dox Char too. Just look at Xylie's post from 2 days ago. Doxing is effed up. I think both Char and AZ are angry, hurt, and maybe scared. I don't think anyone did anything wrong by telling them that Ren doxed them. That's important to tell someone. However, fuck Ren. I report his stuff with our names and faces on thumbnails, and I'll continue to. But I won't give him a view. This is only my opinion. Give them time to calm down. I thought the video was a bit harsh, but if AZ doesn't want it in her Discord, then avoid his name there. If she doesn't want to know that she's doxed, then we can all respect that. I don't know what the solution is, but telling Ren about Discord wasn't cool. I like AZ a lot, but I didn't like that at all. It feels like an invasion when a creator speaks about happenings in another Discord. If I don't like a post that someone puts in Discord, scroll on by it. We do need to ice him the F out. So, to be fair, so when this was first posted, okay, people immediately thought she was accusing Xylie of doxing Charlotte. Now, to be fair, she did not actually say in this post that Xylie doxed Charlotte, but Xylie made a post a little while back saying that a creator came into her DMs and tried to give her dox information on somebody, and Xylie was pissed. She made a tweet about it, but she did not name names, okay? That's the main thing here of the points. She didn't name names. She just said that it was somebody, okay? And that she doesn't play it like that. We all know how Xylie is against doxing. She's against any of that stuff. She keeps things very like professional on her channel. Nobody does name calling or doxing or anything like that. So, but the problem is when you post something like this in a Discord, first of all, whatever you post on Discord, you better know that it's probably going to be public. People share things. People take screenshots. You can't post something like this and think it's not going to get out. I'm sorry. That just seems kind of like ridiculous in my opinion that you actually thought nobody would show this. The problem is you're putting Xylie and the word doxing in the same long paragraph essay. What happens is people immediately see that and they're going to assume, they're going to twist things, they're going to run with that. It made it look like you were saying that EKC sent Xylie this information and Xylie was being like, somebody was trying to get her to dox him, and then you said the post from 2 days ago. So even though you didn't actually accuse Xylie of doxing, you can't just say things like this because people are going to take this and run with it. People aren't going to read the whole paragraph. People are just going to scan through it, see Xylie and doxing. Many people misread this and thought you were accusing her of doxing somebody. So that is the problem. So Xylie took to Twitter because she was not happy with this, rightfully so. And she said, "Hey JJ, if you ever want to accuse me of anything or think I talked to someone I don't even care for behind the scenes, come holla. I'm not like the rest you talk to. I will match your energy." And she was upset, rightfully so, because as a creator, you don't want to be accused of things you didn't do. Then JJ keeps it going. Like, instead of just apologizing, she kind of got really defensive because she didn't think that she accused Xylie of anything. But what she's not realizing is you don't actually have to say those words, Xylie doxed somebody. The way that the words were put together, it makes it look like that. And Xylie never said who came into her DMs. So, you know, like Xylie said, oh, you're a conspiracy in your tinfoil hat. That's what JJ was doing. And she wasn't doing it in private. You know what I mean? She was doing it in Discord to people and sharing her conspiracy theories with people. And that's, you can't just do things like that. So they had a huge back and forth on Twitter about this. JJ was getting super defensive. She wouldn't just kind of, I feel like in my opinion, she wouldn't just see what people were trying to say to her. She just wanted to just keep being defensive, and sometimes you just have to admit that you messed up. You know what I mean? FYI people, if you type anything in a Discord at all, just assume it's gonna be public. Because Discord leaks happen all the time, especially when people are fighting. Exactly. So JJ, I hope you learned your lesson about that. I still want to know why me. I do too. Why did she randomly decide to accuse Xylie of this? I understand that Xylie made a post about someone sending her dox info, but why would you automatically assume it's someone from the anti-KJ community doxing Charlotte through Xylie? Like, you can't just come up with these crazy outlandish theories. I was just watching this go down. I was like, oh man, this is crazy. And then we have this person. I don't know if their Twitter's public or not, so I'm just gonna block their name out. You said that anyone who goes on panels is fair game, but you also mocked EKC for calling people out who'd been on loads of panels, including hers. Xylie said the 10K rule applies to my channel, and I have a right to defend myself when I saw the BS that I saw. This wasn't channel drama. This wasn't a live that I fired up. So you are talking semantics. Go off, I guess, but I'm not for doing this convo with you. And I agree. This person is saying that Xylie shouldn't have defended herself and said she doesn't go after. Okay, first of all, JJ's a creator, and like she said, it's not on YouTube, but this is different because JJ is going around behind the scenes stirring the pot and making up lies about someone being. That's not just petty drama. That's not just reading out hate comments, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, she was actually being accused. Like, it was insinuating that Xylie had something to do with doxing. In my opinion, I think she had every right to defend herself. And she didn't do it on her channel, like she said. So that kind of argument, I just, you know, kind of think that fell flat. And then Xylie said, yeah, I shouldn't be accused of what she is accusing me of. Funny how she never thought it would come out. Someone said, this stuff always comes out. And somebody else said, she won't dare show her face because you will wipe her out, lol, if she did. That creator she bulldogs for has lost total control of her mods and some members. One said the war has just begun in a stream a bit ago. Stupidity is alive. I mean, this whole drama having to do with these people, like, is insane in itself. And I don't even know all the details, and I don't even know if I can begin to try. But things definitely popped off on Twitter because you don't want to mess with Xylie and accuse her of something like that and then act like you're being attacked when you're going around, this is what I don't like. Some people do is like they act innocent in the public eye, but then behind the scenes they're stirring the pot and they're saying like they're doing all this stuff, and a lot of people don't know because they're not doing it in public. You know what I mean? And JJ said, "Oh honey, how wrong you are. Read the other tweet. My face and fingers always show up. Keep telling people they did something that they didn't do. On second thought, I was wrong. This might be just a tiny bit more fun than I thought it would be. Only a little though." Then Xylie said, "Woman, it's in the screenshot. By the way, where did you correct your mistake? You presented that shit like it was a fact. That shit sat there for a month. Yeah, people read wrong and could have thought that was the truth. Try again, boo-boo." Exactly. That's the whole thing. Like, people just see that and take it and run with it, and then everybody's going to be going out there twisting things saying Xylie doxed somebody. You know what I mean? But to be fair, she didn't actually accuse Xylie of doxing. So I do want to make that clear, and I think that's why she was defensive. And she said, "A lot of us were on that voice chat. I told them that I'm most likely mistaken in thinking that you were giving her dogs. I'm telling you what happened. You misread what I wrote, jumped to conclusions, therefore I can't be bothered to continue saying it." I don't think that was the right way to respond. But again, she said she said in voice chat that she might have been mistaken, but that's not what the screenshot says. So that's why you can't just say something like that in a Discord and then go on voice and say something else, because when the screenshot comes out, that's all people are going to see. And instead of going back and forth with Xylie and just being so defensive, I really think she should have just said, "Yeah, I'm sorry. That was a dumb conspiracy. I shouldn't have done that. I can see how people could have read it wrong, and I apologize." And then it would have been ended. Like, it would have been squashed. Xylie's a very logical, forgiving person. I know, because I've fought with her before many times, and we're super cool now. You know what I mean? It's all in how you respond, and I am definitely learning that myself. Ooh, a voice chat. So convenient. Funny how you couldn't fix that in text, though. Exactly, that's true. She didn't come back into the Discord messages and say, "Oh, I messed up." Like, why would I fix it? Here we go again. She's being, I think, I think her ego is getting in the way of her admitting that she was wrong. Why would I fix it? The post didn't say you doxed anybody. We speak a lot in voice chat. Said that I'm probably mistaken, but you were given 2 people's docs. Star was doxed shortly before your video. Again, why would I include it in 2 videos if I had something to hide? You are wrong. If somebody, you know, is telling you that something that you wrote got out with their name on it and they're upset, in my opinion, you can't just say they're wrong, because they're actually upset about it and there's a receipt. There's evidence to back it up. You can't go around accusing people of things without receipts. Receipts, or it didn't happen. Well, 1, it wasn't 2 people's docs in my thread, it was 1. So who has reading comprehension problems? So that you could take a dig at EKC, you inserted my name. The insertion of my name in your messy ass drama is what I have a problem with. Period. Exactly. Why Xylie had to be brought up in the first place, in with her conspiracy theories and people being doxxed and everything, is the issue. But I mean, this was just, she was just tweeting back, so defensive. Why the fuck would I include you in a tweet if you didn't say that received info? You said it in a video, therefore there's nothing to read. You said something like, "No, that's a separate one," when reading the chat, for you were wrong. Like, she's just going on and on. I'm telling you guys, this was crazy. And Xylie said, I wasn't the one who inserted you in a situation to take a dig at another creator like you did, ma'am. So what Xylie's saying there is that she thinks JJ was blaming EKC for sending the docs to Xylie just to make her look bad, even though Xylie never said who did it. You know what I mean? So that is a lot of craziness. I just wanted to show you guys what I've been seeing on Twitter. There is always so much gossip and shade and tea on Twitter. It's crazy. So let me know what you guys think. If you like this type of video, I was thinking of making it like a weekly thing where we just have, you know, a chat, a little tea gossip session about what's going on in the Twitterverse. Because I feel like not everybody's always keeping up with things on Twitter, and people act a fool on Twitter, let me tell you. And then they'll come onto YouTube and act like nothing's going on. So I think it's good to kind of be informed of who's doing what on Twitter. Let me know what you guys think about Nicholas Deorio, Jessie Smiles taking somebody to prom. What do you think about Karma T and Crazy Bish and her being called a pedo? And this whole thing with Xylie and JJ. Like, Xylie got totally dragged into this drama that didn't need to be. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. As always, I love seeing your comments and having a conversation. But I will say, let's keep it respectful. I am definitely learning, you know. I'm not a new creator, but I've been on and off YouTube. This is the first time I've actually taken my channel like really seriously, you know what I mean? And I'm definitely learning that I need to go about things better, and I need to make sure people are being respectful in the comments. I need to answer people back more respectful in the comments. So if I see you saying anything nasty, it's gonna get deleted. Make sure you don't send anybody any hate. This is all for entertainment. We're just having fun, talking about the gossip, talking about the tea. We don't need to go hate on anybody or send nasty, nothing. Okay, just want to make that clear. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.